Hello, Sean. Seth was stripped of the title. A battle royal is happening to determine who will face Punk at Saturday night's main event. Yeah, I saw that AJ Styles and Dragon Lee won. Look, I'm happy for Dragon Lee, but man, what a crappy time. Like, that's literally the best thing Triple H can do with AJ Styles. The guy couldn't beat Dominic. The guy couldn't beat Dominic for the life of him, but he can win the tag titles, though. Couldn't beat Dominic for the life of him, but he wins the tag team titles. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. With a guy who's supposed to be in the LWO. Now keep the tag titles off of Judgment Day for a while. Yeah, good luck with that. Good luck with that. Good luck with that, Sean. We all thought the New Day would keep the titles away from the Judgment Day for a while, and the Judgment Day still challenged them despite both teams being heels. Now give Finn Balor that so-called singles push you promised him. Give Finn Balor that so-called singles push he was apparently promised. Well, first off, we want to send out a congratulations to Trish Stratus earlier tonight, successfully defeating Daphne Shaw on the pre-show. But now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to shift our focus to the main show. Absolutely, it's been a great show. Patrick is unfortunately not here. He's over in Japan, you know, obviously for Backlash, and so that's why a lot of us are filling in tonight. Yeah, it's a big night ahead. It's a big night ahead. So anyway, guys, it's time to jump down to the main show as we're going to be getting ready for Cassie Fairbanks and Kalani Jordan. They're going to kick off the night here at Spring Breakin. Down to you, Tess and Gail. Yes, thank you very much, guys. Welcome to NXT Spring Breakin. I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Gail, Kim, and Gail. Tonight is going to be a very, very interesting night. Absolutely. Tonight is stacked with some big matches, especially the huge triple threat main event where the champion Trent Lake will defend his NXT title against rising up-and-comer Norman Burgoyne and longtime veterans Sheamus. Can Trent Lake find a way to retain, or will we have a new champion? Emily Bell is not here tonight, but she will be defending her title at the Backlash pay-per-view. The following contest is for the NXT Women's North American Championship. Making her way to the ring, the challenger, Cassie Fairbanks. Well, Cassie Fairbanks knows what it means to hold the title. She's been the champion once before, held it for 111 days before losing it to Katana Chance. Fairbanks would love nothing more than to regain the championship here tonight. She's made Kalani Jordan tap out twice. Well, not in matches, but just in segments and stuff. But at least you can say she has done it. God, that title just looks so massive on her. Am I the only one that notices that? And her opponent, she is the NXT Women's North American Champion, the standout Kalani Jordan. Oh, she says Lani don't miss. But also on the pre-show she said Lani don't tap. But the crowd continued to tell her that she did tap out. Well, remember remember the times she quote unquote tapped out were not even during matches. They were not even during matches. You're making it sound like that Fairbanks has beaten her twice in the ring. Well, Kalani Jordan won the title at Spring Breaking Stand and Deliver against Jordan Grace. And she's been a really good champion, and she's been a very good champion ever since then. And here we go, Fairbanks and Jordan, one-on-one, here to start things off here at Spring Breaking. You know, this show is important, and the reason being is because there's a big fight feel to this show here tonight. Absolutely, Backlash is tomorrow over in Tokyo, Japan, one of the biggest cards of the show. 9 matches, and 2 of them are NXT championship matches. We feel honored, NXT feels honored and proud to be a part of Backlash in Tokyo. Big stomp and a kick out by Jordan. Yeah, NXT is honored and proud to join up with the main roster to have a few matches on the card, and I think that is going to be a big deal for the likes of Emily Bell. It's going to be a real big test for her. And now Kalani with a Samoan drop. And now Lani starting to use her athletic background. Lani, the first woman ever to be a 2-time NXT Women's North American Champion. Yeah, and no one can take that honor away from her. No one can rip that honor away from her. She's able to make history. We could be seeing more history made tonight with the Lee sisters if they can defeat Maxine Dupree and Carmen Petrovic later tonight, and they could become 3-time NXT Women's Tag Team Champions. No team have ever held the NXT Women's Championship 3 times. Oh, big super kick by Fairbanks. And now Lani in deep trouble. Big flying forearm. How's my day? It's been alright. I only woke up about an hour ago. So I was only asleep for about an hour. I've only been awake for about an hour. And now Lani heading up to the top rope. Oh! Big frog splash. Big frog splash on Fairbanks. To retain and a kick out. And now... Oh! One of a kind. And there's the one of a kind moonsault. And there's the one of a kind moonsault. And Fairbanks holds on. Kalani can't believe it. Kalani can't believe it. Fairbanks. Oh! So they can strip Seth of his and have Naomi vacate, but when Brock, Logan, and Roman don't show up, they're like, nah, they can keep the titles. Yeah, I know, right? It doesn't make sense, don't you think? Yeah, it makes no sense when you think about it. They can strip Seth when he gets injured, but when But when other champions who don't show up, or they're just like, nah, they're not doing anything wrong. Because remember, there used to be a 30-day clause. Because remember, there used to be like you have 30 days until to defend your title clause. But I guess that didn't apply to Roman and Logan and Brock Lesnar, because they were never there for 30 days. Well, okay, well then don't put the damn titles on them then. Oh, look at this. Oh, there it is. Fairbanks lock. Fairbanks lock. Cassie lock. Cassie lock. Cassie locks in. Cassie locks in on Jordan. Is Jordan going to tap? Is Jordan going to tap? Are we going to have a new North American champion? Look at Lani doing everything she can to try and not tap out. Lani in big trouble here, doing everything she can to try and not tap out. Trying everything in her power to try and not tap out. And look at this, raking at the eyes. And now she's raking at the eyes of Fairbanks. Raking the eyes of Fairbanks. Well, that's one way to get free. Well, that's one way to get out of the submission. Raking at the eyes, making sure that she doesn't tap. Oh man! And now Karen elbow tie up. Fairbanks wins the exchange. What an opening contest this has been thus far here on NXT. Women's North American Championship being decided. And now look at this. Oh man! And Lani went big. Oh, and Lani crashes hard. Hey Isabel, I'm doing alright. I'm doing alright, Isabel. Cassie Fairbanks starting to build momentum. The momentum is starting to turn here. Oh! Oh, and Lani kicks out again. Man, oh man. This has been an incredible match to start things off here at Spring Breaking. And now look at this. Oh, now an armbar. Now look at this armbar submission by Fairbanks. I remember she learned this move from Lola Vice during her training in the underground for Ronda Rousey. Yeah, Cassie Fairbanks is made up. And now look at this. This painful armbar submission. Will this be enough to put Lani away? But Kalani holds on. Kalani Jordan holds on again. Kalani sends Cassie into the corner. And now shots to the lower back. And now shots to the lower back. And now Fairbanks now. What has Fairbanks got in mind here for Lani? Look out. Well, look at this. Oh! My God! What a move by Fairbanks to win the North American title for the second time. Oh! Man, how close. My God, my word, what an opening match. What an opening match this has been thus far. I agree. This has been a tremendous opening match, and now Lani doing everything in her power to avoid the oncoming assault. Oh. And now Lani. It's almost like she was hesitating. It looked like she was hesitating. Kalani was hesitating. She didn't know what to do. And now look at this. Oh, wait a minute. Nice cat. Wait a second. Inside cradle. And Jordan gets her. Kalani retains. Oh, man. Yeah, Kalani's a real wrestler. Here's your winner and still NXT Women's North American Champion, Kalani Jordan. Cassie Fairbanks went for a big move, and then Jordan and then Kalani would counter into an inside cradle and would survive. Kalani Jordan, I don't miss. Kalani Jordan surviving Cassie Fairbanks, and Fairbanks is utterly disappointed. It took an inside cradle for Kalani Jordan to survive Cassie Fairbanks, because she knew deep down she could not beat her here tonight. Well, she did beat her. Regardless of how she did it, she still did it. Oh wow, for once the game actually has the correct people starting. Because the game usually has it wrong. It's a miracle. Yeah, Kalani Jordan's a real wrestler. She's not made up. You see that? You see that, Caroline? That's why Lani don't miss. That's why Lani doesn't miss. I am still North American. Congratulations. No, you're not interrupting my moment again. You did it once at Stand and Deliver. You're not doing it again. Oh, well, too bad. I guess I've already have. So, yeah, Kalani, keep that title nice and warm for me. No, keep that title nice and warm for me, Lani. Because the next destination is the NXT Women's North American Championship. Are you afraid I'll make you miss? So, just letting you know, the runaway is coming for you. Enjoy a little celebration. Funny how Liv became a bigger star than you. Oh. Oh! Look at this! And now Ruby Soho with a right hand! And look at this! And now a brawl's breaking out backstage! A brawl is breaking out backstage between Ruby Soho and Lani. Hey, come on, bring it up! Bring it up! And look at this! And now security breaking it up. Oh, and Kalani with a cheap shot to Ruby. I don't miss, Ruby. Hey, come on now. Yeah, take that, Ruby. That's what you get for ruining my moment. Jeez. Kalani Jordan and Ruby Soho looking like they're going to be going on a collision course. Welcome to the generation of Jade. And it's time to be welcomed to the generation of Jade. Gibbs and Peterson. And her tag team partners, Randall Gibbs and Caleb Peterson. This is a 6-person tag team match. Cora Jade teaming with Randall Gibbs and Caleb Peterson to take on the New Day of Jada Parker, and Kofi and Xavier. What the hell is that? What the hell is Randall Gibbs wearing? It's a jacket. Yeah, but he's got a shirt on that says Generation of Jade plus Gibbs. It's quite creative. It's your boys, the New Day. And their opponents, Kofi Kingston, Xavier Woods, and Jada Parker, the New Day. Oh, the New Day have been having their way with these newbies for quite some time. Well, remember, this whole rivalry all got started because they issued out an open challenge, and it was Gibbs and Peterson who accepted the open challenge and pulled off a shocking upset win over the New Day. And then the New Day have been wanting to humble these kids ever since that embarrassing and humiliation. Well, I guess you could say the New Day had it coming. They keep running their mouths saying they're the greatest tag team of all time, and who better than to humble them with a bunch of young athletes from the Performance Center. And Cora Jade got involved in all of this, all because Jada Parker got involved. Tessa Tor say thank God for the New Day, because if it wasn't for the New Day, Jada Parker would not be getting the opportunities she is getting right now. Well, I was about to get to that. Jada Parker got involved in all of this when she allied herself with the New Day, and that is why Cora Jade, Jade's here. Well, I feel like Cora Jade was sticking her nose in where it didn't belong. This had nothing to do with her. I also noticed that Randall Gibbs has got a bit of an updated ring attire. Yeah. And now Cora Jade lifting up Jada Parker. Oh, look at this! Now Cora Jade sending Parker into the turnbuckle pad. Remember, Jada Parker scored a pinfall win over Cora Jade. But also she almost gave Cora Jade a concussion several weeks ago with the hypnotic into the barrier. Cora suffered whiplash. Oh! Thank God for the New Day! And Jada Parker. That's it, Jada, scream it loud! And now the New Day in control here. Cora Jade now in trouble. Via DQ. No, that's no shock. They give her the win in her hometown, but not the title. Well, AJ Lee better come out, because otherwise I'll be having serious questions. Otherwise I'll be asking Triple H some serious questions. Oh! And now it's the big Scotsman, Caleb Peterson, in the ring. 260 pounds. Did you hear the PlayStation company is shutting down some PSN network in 2026? No, I didn't hear that. And why would they shut it down? I'm more shocked that Cora didn't tag in her boyfriend instead of Caleb. Well, she obviously had to tag who was the closest person near to her. And now look at it. And now Xavier Woods now with a hammerlock DDT. For PS4. Well, they probably want people to get PS5s, I guess. But still. And now Peterson. Oh, man. Big slam there by Peterson. This guy is... I think he meant PlayStation Network. That's what the PL means, but it's PSN. But it is still pronounced as PSN. And now, oh look at this! A tag got made. Look at this! Jada Parker is now in the ring with Gibbs. Hey, look at this! Look at this! And Jada Parker. Oh, look at that! Hey! Oh, and look at that! And Jada Parker just knocking Cora off. Look at this. Randall Gibbs is getting beaten up by a woman. And now Jada Parker. Oh, Jada Parker with a hypnotic to Randall Gibbs. Oh, I don't think Cora Jade really appreciated that very much. And she got knocked off the apron for her troubles as well. She got knocked off the apron by Parker. Oh, look at this now. Now Gibbs with an inside cradle. And Gibbs with an inside cradle. And look at this. Oh! And look at this now. Now Jada Parker. Oh, look out. And look at this now, and all out fights are breaking out on the outside. Fights are breaking out on the outside, and now Gibbs. And now an all-out fights got breaking out on the outside, and now look at, oh, and now look at this, and Kofi Kingston, and Kofi Kingston from behind breaking it up. I'm not sure what. Not sure what Gibbs had in mind, but oh, Kofi. But Kofi was obviously making sure that whatever Gibbs had in mind, he didn't plan on succeeding. And look at this. And now look out. And the up, down, down. And there's the up, down, down. And Cora Jade breaking things up. Cora Jade breaking things up. Oh, look at that! Huh? You want to get in my face? Look at that. Oh, look at this now. Oh, that just triggered Randall Gibbs. Oh, look at Gibbs. Oh, man. And now Gibbs now all fired up. Oh, look at this. And look at Kofi. And now look at Kofi Kingston. Oh God! And Kofi Kingston with a trouble in paradise to Cora Jade on the outside. That is just, well, hey, well, hey, you can't get mad at these kinds of things. Well, you can't get upset at these kinds of things. These kinds of things happen now. Men and women are allowed to get physical with each other now. And a DDT to Gibbs and a DDT to Gibbs. I don't think there was any reason to do that though. There was not any kind of reason to do that though. The New Day are really pushing the buttons here. And now Randall Gibbs has Kingston now. Gibbs really needs to make a tag. Oh! He's in a bad way. And there's the tag, and here comes his friend, the big Scotsman. Oh! The the big Scotsman that weighs 260 pounds, and Jada Parker saving it. And look at this now. And oh, now the New Day again, and the New Day again now. Oh! And the New Day and the New Day again using their numbers advantage. The New Day again using their veteran knowledge against these guys. They are not afraid to break the rules. Well, they're not breaking any rules. They're just taking advantage. Tag made, and here comes Cora Jade, and now Jada Parker gets tagged in. Oh, look out! And now Parker. Oh, look out! Generation of Jade! And Parker runs right into the Generation of Jade! And there's the win! Cora and company win! They tell us sit down and be patient. One and through a wall, we are the Twisted Generation. There goes against the odds. Jada Parker came in, went for the hypnotic, but Cora Jade avoided it. Here are your winners: Randall Gibbs, Caleb Peterson, and Cora Jade. And look at this. Oh my God, can these two get a damn room? Gibbs and Cora lip locking. Oh God, can these two get a damn room? What a big win. What a big win for this trio. I'll miss having you here, honey. Thanks for the help. No worries. That must have felt good for Cora Jade to pin the shoulders of Jada Parker. Sorry, Sony, but I'm not paying over $500 for a PS5. I know, right? Like, if they didn't make the PS5 so darn expensive, then maybe people would buy it. We're not rich. It's the same shit with WWE, man. It's the same shit with WWE. They're like, I saw a video where someone mentioned how the front row for John Cena's retirement match is around $10,000. I'm just like, who in the right mind is going to pay that? And then like the back row is like $500. Like the cheap the cheap seats are like $500. And I told that to my parents. I'm just like, look at how bloody friggin' cheapskates WWE are becoming. Like, just coughing out crazy amount of money just for John Cena's retirement match. John Cena's retirement match! You expect people to pay that godly amount of money? Yes, because people go to the shows, Pat. Of course people are going to pay that kind of money. Yeah, green shirt guy will. Yeah, green shirt guy definitely will, because it feels like that guy just has endless amount of money. Just make things buyable. That's why I can't get a Switch 2, because I think the Switch 2 is like $700. I'm like, yeah, my parents aren't going to pay $700 for a Switch 2. Like, why make things so pricey? If you want people to buy these things, make them more cheaper, so that way people can at least buy them. I get the games being $100. I understand maybe the games being $100, but the system itself need to be a godly price. That's why at first I thought about going to the Australia shows, like Crown Jewel and all that. But when the price, but because of the prices, I was just like, yeah, no, I'm not making my parents pay that kind of money just so that I could travel to Perth and just to see wrestling. Because for us in Australia, it'd be a lot harder. Because not only we would have to pay godly amount of money for tickets, we would then have to pay more for flights to get to for a flight, you know, for planes. Then we'd have to pay extra for planes and all that. But you guys get what I'm trying to say. You don't want to be American idiot. The following contest is set for one fall and is for the NXT Women's Tag Team Championships. Introducing the challengers, Angela and Essie, the Lee sisters. Well, Essie and Angela looking to make history here tonight, as they will be looking to capture the tag team titles for a third time in the group's history. Yeah, Essie Lee, yeah, Angela and Hermione may have held them once, but Essie's held them twice with both of her sisters. But overall, as a group, yeah, this will be their third time winning the gold if they can do it. And their opponents, they are the NXT Women's Tag Team Champions, Maxine Dupree and Carmen Petrovic. Well, it was in a backstage exclusive. It was a backstage exclusive after NXT. Natalya went to Maxine Dupree and Carmen Petrovic and she told them the Dungeon Dolls is over. She says that you two are free to do whatever you wanted. You girls are ready to be your own superstars. Well, Natalya wished them the best of luck, ending the Dungeon Dolls, saying she's proud of them and she wants them to become stars on their own. And Maxine and Carmen, you know, they actually took it well. They didn't beg Natalya to stay. They took it well. Yeah, they took the situation very well, and that's what made them so, and that's what Natalya is proud of, that they've matured. They've matured into a really great team. Well, it shows you that Natalya wants to focus more on singles than, I guess, worrying about Maxine and Carmen. Well, she feels like they've done enough. They've done enough to prove themselves in the dungeon. So now it's time for them to forge their own path, and here we go. Lee sisters suck. Lee sisters suck. Lee sisters suck. Shut up! Big German suplex there by Essie Lee, and a kick out. Oh! Nice sling blade there by Carmen Petrovic. Oh! Carmen using her quickness there to her advantage. You know, the Lee sisters have actually been struggling to get wins over, well, I would say the Dungeon Dolls, but they're not called that anymore. Yeah, we don't know what they're really called now, but regardless, they have been. But again, like Angela did defeat Maxine Dupree this past Tuesday with the whole switcheroo that the Bella Twins used to do. Yeah, it was a nice little callback to what the Bella Twins used to do, and I have to say that was pretty clever. Tag made. And now Angela now in the ring and gets tossed by Maxine and Carmen. Well, Maxine and Carmen have proven to be quite the team. Yeah, I think that's what makes them interesting. Despite their chemistry at first was a bit rusty. Their chemistry at first was a little bit rusty, but thanks to Natalia's help, they were able to really get their chemistry down path really well. Big power slam there by Angela, and Carmen saving her partner. Maxine, 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 Maxine. WWE Universe behind Maxine Dupree here. And now Maxine being worn down here by the Lee sisters. Well, this is a good strategy by the Lee sisters. And Essie Lee, Essie Lee doesn't want her leg getting picked by Maxine. Yeah, Essie doesn't want that leg being picked off. And now look at this quickness. And now look at that quickness by Essie. Into the cover to win. Come on! And the referee of it, and Essie Lee obviously not happy with the referee there. Being a bit slow. And now the Lee sisters in control. You know, usually when the Lee sisters are usually in control. Cheer us, Sacramento! Well, we are in Sacramento, California. Here in NXT, this is Maxine's hometown. This is Maxine's hometown, but also as I was about to mention before you brought that up, usually whenever the Lee sisters are in control, they're usually fast-paced. But now they're more slower. They're more taking their time. This really shows you that they have evolved their style ever since this change of attitude. Let's go, Maxine. Let's go, Maxine. And look at this. Now the Lee sisters once again stopping Maxine from making the tag. Weird they say she's from Sacramento, but I looked it up. Maxine is from Arizona. She was probably born there. Maybe she was born there. And Maxine being worn down here. Carmen really wants that hot tag. You can feel Carmen really wants that hot tag. Maxine really slowly being picked apart here by the Lee sisters. This is what makes this new version of the Lee sisters so dangerous. And now Angela Lee. Off the second rope. And now look at this. Dupree now in trouble. Oh man, well that's Essie Lee in the ring. Sorry, that's Essie Lee in the ring. Tornado DDT on Dupree, and Dupree kicks out. Well, they look the darn same. It's hard to tell who's who. Sorry, my bad. I was wrong. She's born in California, but is built from Arizona. And look at this now. And now Maxine with a roll-up. And now Maxine with a roll-up. Maxine with a... And now Maxine. And look out. And Angela. And now Maxine. Hot tag. And here comes Carmen Petrovic. And now here comes the ninja. The Canadian and Bosnian ninja. Carmen. And Carmen now all fired up. And now Carmen Petrovic now all fired up. And now look at this now. And now Carmen. And now Carmen goes up to the top rope. Essie Lee in big, big trouble. Why the hell did you go up to the top rope just to do nothing? God, you gotta love this game's AI. God, I love the AI. And I say that in a joking way. And Maxine gets knocked off. And Essie Lee knocking Maxine off. tag made. Tag made. Twist of fate into a into a swanton bomb. Oh, can they do it? Are we about to witness history? Oh man! And Maxine now getting involved. I can't even tell who's legal anymore. Ah! I can't even tell who's legal anymore. Stay out of it. Can't even tell who's legal anymore. Oh man. Well, the Lee sisters do make things confusing, being identical twins. Oh! Oh, that's Angela. Angela kick. Well, that's definitely Angela into the cover on Dupree to make history. Ah! Come on! And Carmen holding on. Carmen Petrovic holding on. Angela Lee cannot believe it. Angela really thought they had it. Angela really thought she had it then. And there's the tag to Essie. There's the tag to Essie. And Carmen makes the tag. And Carmen makes the tag. And now look at it. And now look at Essie Lee here. And now look at Essie Lee. Ah, look at this. Wait a minute. Flips over. Oh man. And now Maxine Dupree now has Essie. And now things are just now chaos is just ensuing out here between the Lees. Between the sisters here. And now Maxine. And now Pax. Oh, look out. Maxine now picking the leg. And now the ankle lock. The ankle lock on Essie. And she taps. Essie taps. Maxine and Carmen retain. Maxine gets the hometown pop. Here are your winners and still NXT Women's Tag Team Champions, Maxine Dupree and Carmen Petrovic. What a tag team match that was, and Maxine Dupree and Carmen get the win. And Maxine picked the ankle of Essie Lee, and Essie had no other choice but to tap out. Carmen took out her sister Angela on the outside. Essie knew she was done for, and she had no other option but to tap out. Maxine and Carmen can finally put the Lee sisters behind them once and for all. Here to the... Oh my God! Big Tiff and Trish from behind! Big Tiff and Trish Stratus from behind just dropped the champions! Trish Stratus and Tiffany Powers. Oh, thank me! Kick to Maxine! Get up! And now Tiffany Powers wants Carmen back to her feet. Get up! And now look at this. And now the power trip to Carmen. And this crowd is not happy as Big Tiff and Trish Stratus raise the NXT Women's Tag Team Championships. Thank us! Oh, it's time to rock and roll. Well, it looks like Tiffany Powers and Trish Stratus have got their eyes on the NXT Women's Tag Team titles. Well, Maxine might have gotten that hometown reaction, but I don't think she might have got that hometown pop. But honestly, Stratus and Powers made sure she didn't leave her hometown on her feet. Well, ladies and gentlemen, over these last several weeks, we've been holding these speed tournament matches. But now the finals is here. We're about to witness the finals. TNA's International Women's Champion, Emily Jackson and Vanity Project's Zeta Steel, the real deal Zeta Steel, are about to collide in the finals to crown the women's speed champion. Ding ding ding. This following contest is a speed match, where this match will be held under a 5-minute time limit. And listen to this reaction for the TNA International Women's Champion, Emily Jackson. Introducing first, representing TNA Impact, she is the TNA International Women's Champion, Emily Jackson. Well, she may not have the belt here, but she is the champion. Listen to this reaction for Emily Jackson. Definitely one of the more popular girls in TNA, but remember, she used to be the CEO. She used to run it. She used to run TNA. Lost to Tessa Blanchard and now has to be a knockout for the foreseeable future. And her opponent, representing the Vanity Project, she is the real deal, Zeta Steel. Vanity Project's real deal, Zeta Steel. I tell you, she's a talented young lady at the age of 21. She's got a big career ahead of her, and she's really out here to make a point. And there you see it, the Speed Championship, the Women's Speed Championship being hoisted up. One of these ladies will have the right to call themselves the first Speed Champion. Well, the first Speed Champion since the titles have been reactivated. The past champions are still in the record books. Yeah, so Candice LeRae and Sol Ruka are still in the record books. Yes, they are, and so are Liv Morgan and Ruby Soho. They were all past Speed Champions as well. They were all past Speed Champions. Oh, look at this! Zeta Steel went for the real deal. Got quickly dropped in the Melbourne shot. Oh! Zeta Steel was looking to end it quickly, but Emily Jackson made sure that didn't happen. Emily Jackson with the Melbourne shot. Emily. I'm the real deal. Oh! Big move there by Steel. Yeah, big move there by Steel. What happens if the timer expires during the finals? I don't know. I'm guessing we're going to go to sudden death. I'm only going to assume they'd probably go to sudden death until we have a winner. That's my guess. We don't know the full rules we don't know how the speed tournament really works yet. And now, oh, Jackson with a beautiful knee, dropping down Steel, and now Steel in trouble, and Jackson, oh, Swanton bomb by Jackson to become the first Speed Champion. Oh, since the title's reactivated, but Zeta Steel kicks out. And hey, there's Brad Baylor and Jackson knocking Brad Baylor off. Brad Baylor, oh, trying to interfere. What the hell are these morons doing out here? Trying to help. What the hell are these morons doing out here? Brad Baylor, the Vanity Project, distracting Emily Jackson. But Emily Jackson took her out. Jackson took her out to make sure that doesn't happen again. And now Zeta Steele with a power bomb into a knee strike, and Jackson now in trouble. Jackson now in big trouble. Steele goes up to the top rope. What does the Real Deal have in store? Get up! What does the Real Deal have in store here? Oh, man. And Emily Jackson kicking her in midair. Oh, and a big clothesline into the corner. And now Jackson starting to feel it once again. The momentum starting to switch back. Oh, and now Jackson now starting to feel it. And hey, and look, there's the other guys on the Vanity Project, and Jackson taking him out. That was Ricky Smokes. I guess Ricky really wanted to smoke. And oh, the Vanity Project doing everything in their power to try and bring the title, to the group. And now Jackson now, oh look at this, and now Jackson now, and now Zeta Steele counters through, and Jackson counters through again. And now Jackson looking for the Melbourne shot, and Zeta Steele wrecking the eyes. Zeta Steele wrecking the eyes. And there it is, the I'm Prettier on Jackson to win the speed title. Oh! And Jackson kicks out. There's 40 seconds remaining. There's 40 seconds remaining. Emily, it is crunch time for Steele and Jackson. And look at Brad Baylor again. Trying to get involved, and Jackson kicking her off. And Jackson kicking him off. Stay out of this. The Vanity Project. And now the Vanity Project once again getting involved. And now Steele from behind. Steele, hands on the tights. And Steele is the speed champion. Oh my God, Zeta Steele steals it. Here is your winner, and the women's speed champion, the Real Deal, Zeta Steele. The Vanity Project did everything in their power to make sure Zeta Steele won this match. Emily Jackson feels absolutely robbed. Zeta Steele is the women's speed champion thanks to outside help from Ricky Smokes and Brad Baylor. That's right. Swipe left. We're the Vanity Project. Congratulations, Zeta Steele, on becoming the speed champion, but man, really wish she could have done it on her own. And swipe right, lifting Zeta Steele up, and swipe right, lifting Zeta Steele on their shoulders as she celebrates, as she is now the speed champion. Congratulations, but Emily Jackson shaking her head in disbelief. She knows she was robbed. Ladies and gentlemen, my guest at this time, she's the Queen of Hearts, Natalia. Natalia, you've been on quite the roll over these last several weeks, scoring victories over the likes of Sarah Ponting last week, and also 2 weeks ago, you made Emily Bell the NXT Women's Champion tap out. What does this mean for you now, since you've pretty much announced that you and Carmen and Maxine are now going your separate ways? Well, honestly, I felt they were ready. I've done everything I needed to teach them. They've learned everything they can from me, and so they are ready to forge their own path. As for me, you're right. I did make the NXT Women's Champion Emily Bell tap out. And so that's why I'm here to let you and everybody know that I am challenging the winner of the Emily Bell Mina Shirakawa match, and I will be next in line for the championship. I will be next in line since I made the champion tap. So the only thing that makes sense is that I get the next opportunity. You, NXT Women's Champion, please. Ronda sucks. Ronda sucks. Please, Natty. No one wants to see you as champion, especially in the year 2025. The only people that want to see you champion are probably like your 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 amount of fans you have in your entire life. Real cute, Rhonda. Have you forgotten that I was the one? That's real cute, Rhonda. Have you forgotten that I was the one that helped train you? Have you forgotten I was the one that helped to train you when you tried to break into the wrestling business the first time? And besides, I'm sure they don't want to see you champion as champion either. Because you were gifted everything. When you were here when the old boss was in charge, he gave you everything. He gave you opportunities, titles. You barely lost matches. And now here you are in a new era of wrestling, and you're losing matches and you're not winning championships. You know, Natty, how about I take your arm this Tuesday on NXT? I don't really watch it much anymore, Armin. I don't really watch it much anymore. If that's a challenge, then I accept. I look forward to making the baddest bitch on the planet tap out. You won't make me tap out because I never have. Well, I'm about to change that. See you next week. Well, there goes the AJ. Well, there you go. So AJ Lee's not going to beat Becky then. Oh, then she's 100. Then AJ Lee is 100% not getting his title opportunity. Did not mean to skip all that. That was by accident. Well, that definitely confirms that 100% AJ Lee versus Becky Lynch is now off the table. Yep, not happening. Not happening. They only did it. They only had AJ beat Becky just for the sake of WrestlePalooza. Let me do that again. I didn't mean to skip all that. I wouldn't call that a face turn. Literally anything is a face turn. Sean, anything is considered a face turn. Arguing with someone backstage is considered a face turn. arguing with someone backstage is considered a heel turn. Literally anything is considered a face and heel turn in today's wrestling. The following contest is for the NXT North American Championship. Literally anything is considered a face and heel turn in Triple H's WWE. And here comes the challenger, Ricky Starks, who earned the right by winning a triple threat match by beating Norman Burgoyne and Ridge Holland. It was Sean Spears he beat. Sorry, I get that mixed up. I'm glad you're here, Gail. Yeah, thanks. It was Norman Burgoyne and Sean Spears he beat. Thank you. I'll repeat that to earn this opportunity. But Starks is looking to win the gold here against Lexis King. Anything is possible. I know face versus face are obviously matches you can do, but then again, you're then splitting your audience. But then you're splitting your audience to be like, oh, pick a side. Are you Team AJ or are you Team Becky? I'd much rather a simple face versus heel. I'm kind of sick of face versus face and heel versus heel, because Triple H just does not care about all that. He just wants the fans to cheer and boo whoever they want. And remember, AEW got criticized for doing that. But because it's WWE, it's fine. The NXT North American Championship is on the line. Lexis King, the champion. Well, what did you expect Becky to do? Did you think Becky was going to be agreeing with Paul Heyman and the Bonbons of attacking her husband of all people? Of course she was going to be upset they turned on him. What kind of wife would she be? What kind of wife would she be if she wasn't angry at them? This is a big match. This is a big matchup here for Ricky Starks, because remember, Ricky Starks was NXT champion. Why did Becky join in the group? Because she wanted to be with Seth. That's why. But yeah, I also think that now makes the whole thing pointless. Like, why have her join the group if Seth was going to get betrayed? Now, obviously, everything that's going on right now was not the original plan. You got to remember, everything that's going on right now was not the original plan. Seth was never meant to be betrayed this early. He only got betrayed this early because he suffered an injury at Crown Jewel. So you got to think of it in that kind of logic, Armin. You got to think of it in that kind of logic as well. Like, none of this was supposed to happen. But whenever someone gets injured, plans change. You have to change plans when someone gets injured. And now Ricky Starks with a nice drop kick. Ricky Starks with a good drop kick. And now Lexis King in trouble. Oh, wow. Beautiful. Beautiful destroyer. I know, man, but you would have knew it. I don't know what you mean. No, are you saying that we would have known? Oh yeah, we would have known they would have broken up, but it would have happened at a later time. Yeah, we would have known they would have broken up, but it would have happened at a later time instead of now. Oh man! Jeez. Vicious slam there by Lexis King. That was vicious. Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, of course we knew Paul Heyman would have turned on Seth, but it would have happened at a later time if Seth didn't get injured. But because Seth got injured, they had to be like, well, we got to do it early. Got to pull the trigger early. Oh. Big old drop kick there by Starks. And now Lexis King. Oh, in trouble here. That's what I'm trying to say. It would have happened later down the road if Seth didn't get injured. And that's what I told Sean in the last stream when he told me that Rhea Ripley suffered a broken nose. Like, you can't control injuries. You can't control injuries. You can't control those kinds of things. Those kinds of things happen. And now look at this. And oh man! And there's the coronation to retain the title. Oh! I don't know who takes the title from Becky. Should be AJ Lee, but it's probably not going to be her anymore since Becky's now a good guy. Can't have good guy AJ be good guy Becky. Look at this. And oh man! Cover by Starks to win the gold. New North American champion. Yes. We have a new North American champion. Here is your winner and new NXT North American champion, the Revolution, Ricky Starks. The Revolution is televised. And Ricky Starks becomes the new NXT North American champion. A hell of a match. And we have a new North American champion in Ricky Starks. You have to think about it. Besides Rhea, Io, Asuka, who are big on the Raw that can take it off Becky? Well, AJ Lee, but again, why not give it to a younger star like a Maxine? Why not give it to a younger star like a Maxine or an Ivy Nile? And why would Rhea want the Intercontinental Championship, man? She would rather go for the world title. Io, sure. Asuka, maybe. But then again, Armin, this is Triple H's issue. This is Triple H's issue that he needs to fix. He needs to figure out who goes in what division and all that stuff. A draft would absolutely fix the issues that he's having, but he doesn't want to do any of them. A draft would 100% fix the issues he's having with his women's divisions, but no, he can't do that. In my opinion, Stephanie Vaquer really should have won the Intercontinental title first. But they rushed her into the main event. They rushed her into the main event scene. Not saying Stephanie can't be a main eventer. She can be, but I think they rushed her into the main event scene. Could have had Stephanie beat Becky as the way to groom her up to the main event, but instead they were just like, nah, put the belt on her. Let's put the belt on her right now. It should be AJ Lee that beats her because she tapped her out, but they're not going to do that now because if Becky's turning face, they're not going to do that. Yeah, they could have someone from NXT come up and beat Becky for the belt. Like a Fallon Henley, JC Jane, Lola Vice. You know, you got options. But Triple H, he can't use his damn brain. He now wants to use artificial intelligence. He now wants to use AI for his storytelling because he can't be buggered doing it himself. But this is the guy that people wanted in charge. This is the guy that people wanted to take over the company. But now, because he can't figure out what to do, it's the, oh, I now got to use artificial intelligence. I got to have AI do it for me because I can't use my brain. Because Triple H can't use his damn brain. I know you think Rhea and Io take the belts, but that's the same I feel about Tiffany. I feel they should have had her win the mid-card title first. Because that's how Vince used to do it. Because that's how Vince used to do it back in the day. He used to have... Think of Bret Hart and Steve Austin and The Rock. Imagine if Vince shoved them right into the main event scene immediately and had them win the WWF Championship immediately. Even when they weren't ready for it. Even if they weren't ready for it, you could have put them in the world title scene. It wouldn't work. That's why you have them win the mid-card title. That's what the Intercontinental Championship is supposed to be. It's supposed to be the title that gets you to that next level. It's supposed to be the title that helps you get to that next level. To the main event scene. But instead, they're just like, no, we see this person as a big star, so we're going to make them main eventers immediately. And for someone like Becky Lynch, she now like, oh well, we want you to elevate the Intercontinental title, but you're like a 6-7 time world champion, but we'll drop you down to the mid card just so then you can elevate the Intercontinental title and make it more prestigious. But yet you have someone like Julia who can make the US title prestigious, and you could barely do anything with her. And they could barely do anything with her outside of putting her up against B-Fab and Michin. They could have had Alexa Bliss and Charlotte fight for the belt, but nope, they were just like, put them there as a team. Even though that was Alexa's idea. But imagine Alexa and Charlotte challenging for the US title and Julia beating them. It would definitely make Julia feel more like a more credible champion. But nah, we live in this day and age where if we're high on you, you win a title immediately, and then we do nothing with you, as champion. And then for Tiffany Stratton's case, we'll make you world champion, and then you fight Nia Jax like about 1,000 times. Anyway, mini rant aside, let's get back to things. Maybe. I saw Julia defend her title live event against Roxanne and against Bayley and Lyra in a triple threat. Yeah, like, imagine if we had those. Imagine if we had those on TV. Like, Julia defends against Roxanne and Julia against Lyra and Bayley. Like, we could, like, those would have been better if we saw those happen on SmackDown. But no. Do them at live events. Do them at live events instead. And now they want to have Julia now feud with Tiffany Stratton over the WWE Women's Championship because they've literally run out of options. It's either Triple H runs Jade Cargill and Nia Jax for the billionth time, or he tries something different. And I don't really want Julia to be a double champion either. Because I'm honestly very sick of double champions at this point. Can't wait for that to be a winner takes all for both belts. Since they love doing winner takes all matches. The following contest is set for one fall. Making her way to the ring from San Jose, California, she is your role model, Bayley. I hope so. I hope she drops the North American title to Mariah May. I don't see it happening though. Well, Bayley obviously not very happy that she's in this match against her former student, April Johnson. Yeah, she didn't want to be. She wanted nothing to do with this match. Dun 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 dun. If JC is injured, then have Tatum take the belt off her. I agree, but that's probably not going to happen. And her opponent from Pearl River, Mississippi, April Johnson. Wow, new look for April. A bit of a new look here for April here tonight. Bit of a new look here for April here tonight, as the crowd on their feet for April Johnson. And here we go, April Johnson. April Johnson wearing white and yellow. Bit of a new look here for April Johnson. She was out of action for a few weeks after being assaulted by, well, the woman that she once looked up to, and that was also her pro in Tough Enough. Yeah, Bayley was her pro in Tough Enough. And Bayley, after using her opportunity that she got from April when she won Tough Enough to try and win the NXT Women's Championship, Bayley then lashed out and took her anger out on April and blamed it her. It says it was all April's fault that she's not the NXT Women's Champion. Yeah, Bayley has really kind of been a bit of a hypocrite, because she told April to not get involved and let her do her business and against Emily Bell, and then all of a sudden now she's changing the story to where she is telling April that she told April to help her win. What kind of role model lies? Well, remember, Bayley said no to this match. She said no to this match last week, but this past Tuesday on NXT, Kelly made the match official because April asked Kelly for the match, and Kelly made it official, and Bayley was not aware of the match being made official. Yeah, Bayley only found out via social media, and she got really angry at Kelly for making the match official. April. I agree, I do want to see Tatum become the champion, because my God, she's friggin' earned it. She deserves it, but Jesus Christ, like, they just don't know what to do with her. 1 month she's a face, next month she's a heel. Few months later, she's a face again. Couple months later, she's a heel again. Like, I wish they just make up their mind what she is. Until they can figure that out, then book her properly. And now here comes April. And now April's starting to build up momentum. Oh, and Bayley moves out of the way, and Bayley avoids And Bayley avoids April's onslaught and a kick out. Able to avoid the onslaught, and now Bayley has now turned the tides. I made you, April! You wouldn't be here if it wasn't for me! Oh, and now Bayley with right hands. Oh! And now look at April with an elbow drop. April with an elbow drop, taking down Bayley. You know, Bayley really truly believes that she's the reason April's here. Well, can you not blame her? I mean, it's very easy. It's very easy to say she is the reason she's here. Oh, look at this. And now the Bayley to belly. And now the Bayley to belly. And now looking to end this match. And now Bayley looking to end this match. Oh, for a double axe handle. I know, the refs always get in the way. That's so annoying. And now April trying again. Ooh. And now April trying again. And this time she's successful. Bayley feeling the wrath of her own comeback. Oh, and April with a full Nelson neckbreaker. Top rope. Swanton bomb. Swanton bomb on Bayley. Cover for the win. Oh, and Bayley just kicks out. Oh, that was close. Bayley just managing to kick out. And now look at this, looking for the Pearl River plunge. And now Bayley counters. And Bayley counters into the Rose Plant. And April kicks out. And April kicks out at 2. And Bayley is absolutely livid. And Bayley's absolutely livid with April's resilience. April now April blocks, and now April now trying to stun Bayley here. Look at this. Look at this roll up. Oh man, and a kick out again. What a fight we are witnessing here between these two. And now April Johnson, Pearl River plunge. Pearl River plunge on Bayley for the victory. Oh, and Bayley kicks out. Can't believe Halloween is next Friday. I know this year's definitely gone by. April in disbelief. Well, that's the first time we've seen anyone survive the Pearl River plunge by April. Well, if anyone should survive it, it's the role model. And now Johnson and Bayley, who have exhausted a lot of their energy. Yeah, these two feel absolutely exhausted. They've thrown everything they're throwing everything at each other. And now they're throwing everything at each other. Look at this. These two are throwing everything they have at each other. Who's going to gain the advantage? It's April. It's April who gains the advantage. Full Nelson neckbreaker. And now into the cover to knock off Bayley, and Bayley out at 2 again. Oh, that was very close. That was close. And now looking for the Pearl River plunge again. Looking for the Pearl River plunge again, but Bayley able to avoid. And now Bayley. Oh. Oh, look at this now. And now, oh, look out. Wait. And, oh, no. Oh, man. And Jessica Carr inadvertently. Oh my God! Bayley with a low blow. Bayley with a low blow. Oh my God! And Bayley with a low blow. The referee got in. Oh! The referee got taken out. The referee didn't notice it. And now Bayley with a Rose Plant. Oh Oh my God, the referee got inadvertently knocked down, and now Bayley taking advantage with a low blow. What kind of role model does this? And now another rose plant to April into the cover. 1, 2, and Bayley steals it against April. What kind of role model has to cheat to win? Here is your winner, the role model, Bayley. What kind of role model cheats in these kinds of matches? Well, the referee got in a wrong place, wrong time for poor Jessica, and then Bayley, and then as she went for the Pearl River plunge, and then Bayley went down low on April. Absolutely disgusting. And then delivers one rose plant, sees the referee getting up, and then hits another rose plant on April, and then Bayley steals the win. And Bayley steals the win. Absolutely pathetic. That was absolutely pathetic. What a cowardly act by our so-called role model. Bayley stooping to low levels to beat April. Is that a problem? Yes, it is a problem. As a Hall of Famer, I know what that feels. You know how that feels, huh? Well, maybe you'll know how it feels when you step in the ring with Jindala. You know what? Maybe I'll teach you a lesson or two, little rookie. I know you're going to be making your debut soon. So how about then? You're on. I'll see you next Tuesday. Jay won the battle royal. He'll face Punk for the world heavyweight title. Oh man, that'll probably be where Jay will turn heel. I think Punk's gonna win, and then Jay Uso's gonna turn heel. I think. Imagine Jay Uso joins the Vision. Just imagine. Just imagine we have Jay Uso in the Vision. Just imagine that. Well, it's been an incredible night of action, but coming up next is our main event. Sheamus, Norman Burgoyne, and the NXT champion Trent Lake battle in a triple threat for the NXT championship. It came down to Jay and Dominic. Of course. I thought he was supposed to defend his title against Rusev. Why is he in the Battle Royal? Wasn't he supposed to defend against Rusev? Rusev Machka? So it was just double duty then. Holy crikey! It's Norman Burgoyne! I come from the land down under, where women glow and men ponder. The following contest is a triple threat for the NXT Championship. Introducing first the challenger from Geelong, Victoria, Melbourne, Australia. Weighing in at 250 pounds, Norman Burgoyne. The biggest match of this young man's career, Norman Burgoyne. And Norman with the biggest match of his career about to take place. Gail, in the span of 2 months, this man has been involved in 2 championship matches. North American title at Stand and Deliver, and now this month, the NXT championship. He's really been on a roll, Norman Burgoyne. It's a shame for fate, lost her head. A careless man will wind up dead. He wears your sins like it's some kind of prize. Too many lies, too many lies. And introducing the other challenger from Dublin, Ireland, weighing in at 272 pounds, the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus. Sheamus has never held an NXT championship. That's his plan here tonight. Well, I have to say, Sheamus has been a pretty awesome part of NXT. He's been a lot of fun to watch when he has bangers, obviously. Dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. And his opponent being accompanied by Tracy Lara from St. Paul, Minnesota, weighing in at 290 pounds. The NXT champion, Trent Lake. Well, this man defeated Jacob Fatu at Stand and Deliver to become the champion. This man has not been has been on a path of destruction, looking to prove that he can be a dangerous, dangerous man. 2-time NXT champion, 2-time United States champion. I think coming back to NXT has done wonders for Trent Lake, because not only he's now formed a partnership with, well, Tracy Lara. Not only he formed a partnership with Tracy Lara, and they've proven to be quite the dynamic duo. Oh, but also he's now the NXT champion again, and he's also shown a lot of improvement, because remember, the reason he was brought back down to NXT is because he was still classed as too green for the main roster. Yeah, he was still too green for the main roster. So he just needed more seasoning, and I have to agree, he's definitely shown signs of improvement. And Tracy Lara, hey ref, you can't do anything. You can't do anything to Tracy. It's no disqualifications. You can't tell her off. Hey ref, you shouldn't be telling her off. She's allowed to interfere. It's no disqualifications. Triple threat. Triple threat rules, mate. Stupid Charles. And now Trent Lake sends Sheamus into the corner. Oh, into a German. That was a vicious German. And now the NXT champion is now starting to show his dominance. And this is what Sheamus, oh, and Norman had to watch out for. This was the dominance that Norman and Sheamus were trying to avoid. When the NXT champion, when Trent Lake gets going, he is hard to stop. And now Trent Lake dominating Norman Burgoyne. And now Trent Lake. And now Trent Lake dominating the dominating, and oh, and Sheamus! And Sheamus throwing a chair right at the back of Trent's head. Well, that's one way to slow him down. That's one way to slow down the big man. Oh, man, and Sheamus just threw the chair right in Norman's face. Oh! And a running slam. And a kick out. And now Trent Lake. Trent Lake looking to end it here. Yeah, Trent Lake looking for the Lake 5. Oh, but Sheamus avoids it. And now Norman Burgoyne back in. I like the character you gave Norman. Yeah, it's really funny. It's a funny character, isn't it? Oh, look at this. And now Norman! Incredible strength and power. Incredible strength and power there by Norman. Yeah, Norman's a pretty strong dude in his own right. All three of these guys are strong in their own way. Obviously Sheamus, 272 pounds. Oh, look at this. Irish curse. And another Irish curse. And a third Irish curse. Down goes the champion. The NXT champion goes down, and Norman with a spear. Norman with a spear taking down Sheamus. And you imagine Norman Burgoyne as our NXT champion? No, I don't want to imagine it. I don't want to imagine it. This guy's weird. The way he talks. The way he talks and his catchphrases are just so bizarre. Look at this now. Trent Lake trying to use the ropes for leverage. Now the steel steps were being brought in, and now look at this. And now Trent and Norman with a double team move. Oh! And a clubbing blow. This could be it here. My God, can you imagine that this is it? Oh, and a kick out. Very close there. Very close there. Trent Lake now on the outside. And look at this. And there it is, the holy crikey. And there's the holy crikey by Norman. The holy crikey by Norman, and now Trent Lake. Oh, my God. Trent Lake comes off the top rope. But look at this. Goes into the cover on Sheamus. Oh, and tried to steal it. Tried to take the win for himself at that. Tried to take the win there. I gotta give Trent credit for that. That was pretty smart. Norman delivered the holy crikey. Trent Lake tried to take advantage. And now Trent heads up to the top rope, and now Norman getting involved again. And now Norman, taking down Sheamus. And now Trent with the right hands. And now Trent with right hands. And slams Norman. Sheamus is down. And now look at this. To put away Norman Burgoyne. And it's over. Trent Lake with the win. And Trent Lake retains the NXT Championship. Very anticlimactic there. Here is your winner, and still NXT Champion, Trent Lake. And Trent Lake will deliver the Lake 5 to Norman Burgoyne. And that was enough to keep him down for the 3. Trent Lake forging his path of dominance here on NXT, overcoming Sheamus and Norman Burgoyne. And Tracy Lara celebrates. And Tracy Lara celebrates with her man as Trent and Tracy continue to run roughshod here on NXT. Well, that concludes NXT Spring Breakin'. Thank you for joining us, and good night. See you all tomorrow for Backlash in Tokyo.